Heyo, and welcome to another Ninjabill Reviews. This is going to be my look-back review on the Transformers Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Playset Autobot Ark and Autobot Roller. And there they are. And of course, this is an older toy from 2011. I don't still have the packaging or anything like that, but this is really a cool playset. And it's one I recommend people try to find and get. Still reasonably priced, you know, and I just really enjoy this toy. Now, I've added a bit of color here and there, but otherwise it's pretty much as is. But before we take a look at this, we'll take a look at that Autobot Roller, and I'll move this aside. And here is little Autobot Roller. We'll adjust the camera here. There we go. And this is Autobot Roller. And he's the Mars rover. Got a little Autobot symbol going on right there. My focus will work. Focus is not working. Come on. My focus does not want to work today. It's a little Autobot symbol, and wow, I don't know why it won't focus today. There you go. Still pretty cool all in all. Pretty cool. I really enjoy it. And it's got a swivel right here. You can go up and down like that. This can move up and down. This can move up and down and back. So you've got some pretty good options there. Lots of molded detail. Got treads going on right here. It's got little plastic wheels for them. There, 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 there. So he does roll. More slides on my surface than rolls, you know, but still pretty cool. Pretty cool. Lots of molded detail in there. Again, my focus isn't working. There we go. Nope, my focus still isn't working. Well, I thought I set it so it fixed the focus. Guess it's not working. That's okay. We'll continue on. Anyway, transform him. All you're simply going to do is turn this sideways like that. Flip that down. Flip that in there like so. Untap. There are tabs on the inside there. Again, my focus isn't working, but there are tabs inside there. The tab to the side there. You just want to untab that leg. Boom. See the tab? There is a slot right there. Do the same thing on this side. Untab that. Bring that leg down. Fold this up. Doesn't matter which way you fold it. All folds the same way. So fold that up. That makes his legs. Fold out this arm. Fold this down, and you have him in his robot mode. And it's okay. It's okay. He's just a little Cyberverse roller, and pretty cool, but you know, it has its flaws. I'm not a big fan of how the arm doesn't move more forward. I wish it did. Well, I mean, it does move forward like this, but you know, as you can see, there's some problems with that. But yeah, so not really much more to talk about with this guy. It is what it is. Got some nice molded details there. I've added some color to this guy, but otherwise pretty cool. Got this arm here. So yeah, that's Roller. Let's get back to the main show. I need to raise my camera up again. Need to pull this up. And here is the Autobot Ark. And it's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. And you can see here it's done in this gray silver plastic. Got some silver, more pronounced silver going on there in the cockpit. Some detailing up front. Now this thing is incredibly waffled. It's not so bad from the top, as you can see. There's some waffling going on. But then you do this and you're like, oh Christ. Yeah, there's a lot of it in there. And as you can see, that's where the battery compartment is for the lights and sounds. And some of those lights and sounds. Now this button, for some reason, doesn't work anymore. I'm not sure why, but it should make some sounds. But you can achieve the same sounds by opening the cockpit, and in there you'll see, again, waffling going on inside there. But this is actually a switch. It's a pressure switch. Pressure switch. Get my English going on. And if you fold up roller here and get him inside and set him down, it makes a noise. Let's try that again. Pretty cool. So, you know, some engine type noises. And you'll see some lights going on in there. And it just makes engine noises if you hold it down. Pretty cool. And of course, he can fit in there. Just like so. And you have engine noises as it's flying around. It's pretty cool. Go ahead and get them out of there. And there's no on or off switch for the sounds. It just... There, wouldn't tab it in correctly. But that's okay. It features a ton of ports, as you can see. 5mm ports, a couple of 3mm ones too. But you got 5mm port there. That's a 3mm port, that's a 3mm port, that's a 3mm port. You got 5mm ports in the back here. 2 on this side, 1 right there, 3mm ports there. And on this side, pretty clean. On the back, here's the engines. Pretty clean overall. On the bottom, you have 5mm ports there, and there. So, I mean, right there, you can put a lot of armaments on this guy. A lot of armaments. For example, if you wanted, you could take, you know, some other toys from other lines there and, you know, certainly add them on there if you wished. And you could certainly arm it up. And the same with the base mode, which we'll be getting to shortly. But still, pretty cool, all in all. Pretty cool. You can really arm these guys up. Get that out of there. And, yeah. So, once again, there's the front. I love all these weapons. You got all these rockets. You got a blaster there. Big old missile blaster thing here. Same on this side. Pretty cool. Really dig it. You got these blasters back here. They can move up and down and swivel. Pretty cool. Again, I really dig it. You can move up and you can, you know, if you want, move them all the way around facing forward. You know, you got a lot of options. So, base mode. I'm going to go ahead and remove these. You can leave them in there if you want, but if I recall the instructions, they had you put them right here on these fins. And once you did that, I'm going to have to back up my camera here. Make sure I get it all in there. Alright, so all you do, and it will make electronic sounds, is go like this. There you go. And what you're going to do is go ahead and fold this section down. Like so. You can open it up. Oh, I'll get to that sound in a minute. You can open up that one if you want, if you like that look. Or you can leave it closed. It's entirely up to you, but now you have a command platform going on there. You're going to open these sides up right here, like so. If you come over to this side, you will see right here, just the camera, you're going to see a space bridge with the space bridge pylons, which you will then move up. And then, of course, you know, you can have your transformer mate is this guy. There we go. There we go. If you wanted, you can have your figures, you know, standing in the space bridge, or, you know, on one of these platforms. Pretty cool. You can have them stand behind the gun there. And the gun has a 5mm port as well, you know, so if you wanted, you know, attach more weapons, you could. I mean, you got a lot of play options with this toy. And finally, what you're going to want to do is take this ramp right here and move it forward. And that is the base. All ready. I keep pressing that and it's annoying. Flip up this. Now, the only part I'm missing is this little grabber tool, which fit inside those 3mm ports right there. There's 4 3mm ports, and it's the only part I'm missing. I couldn't find it for this review. Believe me, I looked everywhere and I could not find it. But point is, you have a repair bay there. You have a rotating cannon. It doesn't go 360, but still pretty nice. As you saw, it has a 5mm port right there, and a 5mm port and a 3mm port, so you could stick, the Cyberverse weapons in there if you wanted. Of course, you had this right here, which is a spring-loaded capture bay, or a prison, or a cage, or whatever you wanted to call it. It had that. Pretty cool little features. Trap door in this one, so you didn't see none of that. Got a trap door up here. There you go. Have a trap door up here if you wanted. Again, you have a spring-loaded cage, so you can put characters in there and have them all, have the bad guys or good guys inside there if you wanted. It's pretty cool. Once again, I'm just dropping toys left and right. If you wanted, you could have somebody standing up there in the command section or sitting down. You remove that here. Gonna put that on there. There you go. Or you can have them sitting down inside there, manning that station, whatever you want. You could have, your Cyberverse characters, up on this repair bay, or, have them parked underneath it if you wished, or parked beside it, or standing beside it. You could do that. I stand up. There we go. That's this because of this weapon makes him front heavy. There we go. You could have him standing up there, and he's just so front heavy. You could certainly do that if you wanted. And you had a little area here where you could, store cars or your other characters or toys or whatever. So you had that. Now, on the front, you also had this ramp, which you kept hearing noises. And it's pretty cool. You can put a car on here. It's got the switch. Again, for some reason, it's not working. It's a shame, but it is working if you set something on it. And if you watch those lights, I'll have to zoom in. If you watch those lights, the noise, as you'll have an energy buildup noise, and the lights will build up as well. They'll brighten even more. So, here we go. And then you flip a switch right here to push the car down the ramp. Once again, there it is. And flip the switch right here. See if I can get that all in frame. And I dropped Prowl. There we go. And so, all in all, pretty cool. Got lots of molded details. Yes, it's waffled here, but that's still pretty cool. Now, one other really cool feature is you could use these weapons, which are all pretty cool. It has two of each kind, right? This is the only one with a spring-loaded missile, and they came with two clear plastic missiles, so you could load them up in there. And this is the only one that fired. The other one here did not have the trigger on it. But what's really cool is, if you want, I'll go ahead and take these off. Go ahead and take that off. You can remove all of this if you wanted. If you so desired, you could remove it. That one too. Move that aside. That one too. And this one, if you wanted, we'll just go ahead and close this up for now. Made sounds when it transformed back as well, so pretty cool. Of course, you have to finish it. Not quite fully transformed, but now it gives you a bunch of hollow space in there. But you can set that off to the side, and which is what we're going to do. And all of these weapons right here, what's really cool is if you have any larger figures with 5mm ports in them, you could use all of these weapons on those toys. For example, you could take these rifles and, he could hold it if you wanted. That's pretty cool. Or, you could Get that out of there. If you wanted, now, well, in the base mode, I forgot to talk about it does have 5mm ports up there. So if you wanted to stick these up there while it's sitting in its base mode, you know, you had additional way to arm him up. Or, you know, you can use your Pretenders or your Target Masters and stick it in there to further arm it up. You can do all of that. But again, what's really cool here is if you wanted to get the shield out of the way right here, you can then place his weapon in the hand and he can hold it if you wanted. Or if you wanted another type of look, you could, you know, we'll stick this one over here, like so. And we'll stick this one over here, like so. One for those smokestacks that would sit more level. You could take these big cannons, you know, you could shove them on his back, just like so. And once again, we get, you see how that missile flied out of there? We'll put this on his arm again. There we go. Stick these down here. Won't be able to fit down there, I don't think. I don't think that peg's long enough for it. Yeah, no, it's not. Stick that back up there. Stick one on his forearm over here. Why not? There is sort of a left and right to these. They're all molded really well. As you can see, both sides, no real waffling except on the bottom. But from the sides, they all appear pretty cool. And, you know, we'll arm him up once again. There we go. And you have yourself a well-armed Optimus Prime here, if you wanted to do that. There you go. Pretty cool. So, there a lot of playability. And if you still wanted more weapons, once again, you could, you know, stick more in there. That's totally a doable thing. Totally a doable thing. On each side, because it had that port right there on the side or on the top, depending on where you place it. So, totally arm up your robots. And it's pretty awesome. Or if you wanted, you could stick those cannons right here and have them on the side, or like I just put them on his back here. You know, really cool stuff going on. Really cool stuff going on. And I just really dig this playset. It had a lot of play value, and it works really well, scales really well, as you saw, with your Battle Masters, your Micro Masters, so you can have an additional base. Now, one other feature it had, we'll get rid of all these guys, is at the time they had this C-clip thing right there. So you'll see right there and right there, and what that did is allow you to connect to other bases. You can see right there they had a clip right there, or right there where you could clip into other smaller, you know, smaller sets. Pretty cool, all in all, a really good toy. It's one I really enjoy. It's just awesome. I featured it in a couple of live shows so far. I think Input will be picking this up too. He saw it, he rather liked it, and I always intended to do a G1 looking color custom on this guy. I never got around to it, but it's something I'm still strongly considering doing. I think he is going to do the same, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, over and all, it's a great little set, and one I really enjoy. So if you don't have one, I suggest, and again, the only accessory I'm missing is this little arm. It has a little, you know, pincer on it that goes right there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I dig it a lot. It's just, it's a great toy to have. It's a lot of fun. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. It's just a lot of fun. It's something I highly suggest picking up. Oh, look, I left the ramp out. I love those classic transformation sounds. I dig it. I dig it a lot. And once again, it takes some batteries, and They just go right there. Got some molded in guns going up there, some other molded detail. Of course, all that waffling. Ugh. All that waffling. That's the only bad part about it. But had molded guns in up here. They don't move at all, but they're molded in. Some molded in missile bays. Or rocket bays, pods, whatever you want to call them. All really good. And once again, if you wanted, you know, you could stick all your Battle Masters right in those ports up there, so, or on the wing there. It's pretty cool. You know, and from the side, it looks really cool. From the back, it's not so bad. Big open engine bays. You know, it's not so bad. And, you know, with the weapons in here, that fills that out, as you saw in the beginning. So, you know, it looks really good from the front. So, all in all, it's a great toy and one I highly recommend. If you don't have, you know, you look up and get. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been a look at the 2011 Transformers Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Playset Autobot Ark with Autobot Roller. So, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and check out my playlists. Well, my playlists aren't all that great right now. I gotta redo my playlists, and definitely hit that like button, definitely leave a comment, definitely share my videos. I need my channel to grow. I'm feeling a little lackluster about it, but I need some more growth, and adding more videos will help, but plugging myself more often and asking people to do those things will also really help. So, above everything else, be good to each other.